Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts. The druid Ermion, however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods, so Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Krakon Krekt, who helped break down the druid's resolve.
Giant tracks. Someone dragged a litter through here.
I long
That stench.
to be to my darkest place.
Someone dragged a litter through here. Someone dragged a litter through here.
So as my strength wanes and my breath shorter grows, and my sinews turn stiff, and my blood's coursing slows, it's time, high time.
Someone dragged a litter through here.
To the modest abode, whose corners are round.
Need to find another way.
I long to be home, to the modest abode, whose corners I roamed, to my dog with his pipe, to my two brothers my life, to the alcove wherein lies my beautiful wife. So as my
I know that song. What are you doing here?
Look, man, another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
Why'd the giant spare you?
Me and me crew and the Sirens, we're helping him build a longship. I sew the sails and run away at times, and then the Sirens fly out and bring me back.
Why does he need a ship? Where's he want to go?
Promise not to tell no one. I trust my men to take the secret to their graves. But you...
Promise, won't tell anyone.
Fine then. The giant's going to sail her out to defeat the gods come Ragnarok. The final battle for the world's end. She'll soon be ready.
Not much game here, but I saw the giant give you food. Where's he get it?
Don't know, don't ask. Food suits me, suits my crew.
Over there, on the ground. Hand's got bite marks on it.
What? Where? Wilmar, damn it. You're supposed to clean up. Couldn't keep a secret if your life depended on it. We had a choice. Had or starve to death. And I didn't force anyone. You know, whole crew voted in favor.
Who were these men?
My crew? They swore never to leave me. Kept their word. Tall one's Wilmar, Wilfred's to his right, and the lad with the stutter's Wilhelm.
Why'd you and your crew stay?
We cannot leave. If we ventured it again, the giant would kill us all. Like he did the others.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Crate. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Sure it was him?
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk. They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in. Neath the red, Folin, Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh, the young on Crate was here too.
Remember when this was?
When what was?
When Hjalmar on Crate was here with his men.
Oh, that? No, I don't remember. You might ask Wilhelm, though.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aim to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley. Garden, absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same to a man, aren't they, Wilhelm? All think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails. We're short on nails. Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
I'll remember.
Look there, crew! What?
I should go.
Fare you well.
Someone dragged a litter through here. Signs of a battle. They ran toward the caves. Another track. Blood trail leads to the cave. Need to find another way. Definitely came through here. It's deep enough. Shouldn't hit bottom. Ugly bastard. clean cut. Ed probably went flying. Fought to the bitter end. Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like. Rest of the crew went on. Wonder how many were left. Hjalmar lost a lot of men here. Sliced her up. 2 men, looks like. caved in. Good. Split her in two. ordinary forge. Need to look around for tools. Blacksmithing tools, but ornamented. Gotta be the ones Joanna mentioned. Giant's Pantry. Recruited quite a few men. No Hjalmar here, though. Gotta keep looking. Hjalmar came through here. Had to. Show me a pantry and I'll show you the mice. Lots of old tracks. Giant must have come through here often. Went this way.
Thanks, White One. If not for you, that might have taken me much longer. And I need to see Leif. The bitch has nearly ripped his innards out. And we two are all that's left of my crew. All right. You might not have heard. I'm Hjalmar on Crete. And I'll never forget you helping me in a time of need.
Geralt of Rivia.
The Geralt of Rivia. Like in the ballad about the sorceress and the witcher. You're still alive.
Looks like it.
Right? Well, forgive me. Just thought that all happened long ago. My dad used to tell me stories of your adventures. So, what are you doing on Unvik?
Your crew. What happened to them?
It all started with a storm. You see, then came the blasted sirens. I had a Hornwall horn to drive them off, but one night it just disappeared. Next morning, the giant ambushed us, crushed half my men, hurled Arvid against the rocks, tucked Viggy under his arm. Just four made it here. But I suppose if it had all gone smoothly, would have made for a dreadfully short ballad about our heroic adventures.
Seems more doomed than heroic to me.
No. That's just the gods looking to see what metal we're made of. They'll soon get their answer.
Your father sent me. He needs you on Ard Skellig.
Impossible. Dad knows I'll not return till I kill the giant.
Situation's changed. The fate of all Skellige will be decided on Ard Skellig. They're getting ready to choose a new king.
The fate of Skellig is being decided here. If I accomplish this deed, it'll mean the gods have chosen me to rule.
The other claimants are already waiting at Caer Trolda.
Seems I must hurry then. Time to face the giant. Coming with?
We should see to your friend.
Right. His wounds need tending.
Not what I meant. He's dead.
What? Nah, he's just unconscious. Lost a bit of blood, you know.
He's dead. Trust me.
Swore he'd sink his blade into the giant's heart. Swore it on the bones of his ancestors. Let's go.
Skeleton's been picked clean, but there's something next to it.
I'll wait at the cave entrance.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Now just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic. Triss? How'd you know to... Ah, Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming, hide.
Menge.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Had enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started. You must be thinking, this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
Enough!
So, gonna talk?
Yes! Yes! Just tell me what the fuck about!
Pure curiosity. Who do you work for?
Won't say. No way!
Sure about that?
Radovid. I work for Radovid.
Radovid. What did he hope to gain by helping Menge?
He seeks to clear the field before he arrives.
Makes sense. Easier to take a city whose wages are gone.
Bastard. He'll pay for this.
Where'd Menge hide Sigurð's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize one word and you'll howl with pain again.
Yeah, and yet I'd still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like it.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Menge captured him.
Right. That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel! You might have said so from the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
Get to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Isle, in the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menge's planning to execute him in auction first. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menge's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us?
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
But why? I told you. I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
Strip him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped.
It's not so bad, I promise.
Peace, slay, and gave.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. Then drink myself to oblivion.
Walk you home?
Not today, Geralt. Not today. But there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. So, mind coming by later? Menga's dead, true, but that hardly marks the end of my troubles.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island, and he'll stay there until Menga orders him transferred to Oxenford, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menga's dead. So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Now just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic. Triss? How'd you know?
None other.
Perfect place.
Mm-hmm.
Shh.
Menga.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I'd never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Had enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started.
Triss, stop.
First, let him.
Please. So, gonna talk?
Depends on the question.
Pure curiosity. Who do you work for?
Won't say. No way.
Sure about that?
Yet, no matter what you do, witch, that I will never reveal.
Where'd Manga hide Sicky Reuben's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize one word and you'll howl in pain again.
Yeah, and yet I'll still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like it.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Manga captured him.
Right. That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel! You might have said so from the start, before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
You expect an apology?
No. But I'm right to be surprised, haven't I? Dandelion is on Temple Isle, in the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menga's planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menga's orders, issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Where'd Manga hide Sicky Reuben's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize...
Yeah,
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like...
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
glad to hear.
Not so fast.
I know.
Either he died...
Strip him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped.
It's not so bad, I promise.
Peace, lay, and gave.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out.
Said you had
Yeah. No one...
a Doppler? Yeah.
Listen.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Now just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic. Triss? How'd you know to... Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming, hide.
Manga.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
You'll talk. Just a matter of time. So save us some, yourself some too, and stop acting tough.
Or what?
Or I'll have to hurt you. Permanently.
I see you know your way around an interrogation. So do I. You're the bad one. All threats and torture. And the red one's the good one, full of sympathy and sweet promises.
That's where you're wrong. How enough?
Fuck off.
Of course you can. But I'm just...
Tris, stop.
First, let him...
Please. Pure curiosity.
One sec.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Where'd Menga?
You real...
Think he's...
Looks...
We're looking.
You might have said I come.
Get to the point.
Dandy.
Afraid you'll...
How come...
Those who...
Damn it.
We'll find a way.
Enough.
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
Why?
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
As good as lit the pyres with Menga in the square. He deserves to die.
But I helped you. I helped.
Farron and bow.
Really showed your claws today.
Is that how you see it? I'd put it differently.
Walk you.
Not today, Geralt. But...
Said you...
yeah. No...
Adopt... Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
What did I do to deserve your company? Yeah? Ever heard of preventive...
How may I assist you?
Went to Undvik a while ago. Found these.
Well, goose kick me. These look like the real thing.
Because they are. Look at the markings. Authentic. How did you get them?
Long story. Might tell it someday, but right now I need that armor.
Harman Ep.3, Lieutenant General of the 2nd Mounted Army.
Welcome to our humble establishment. A true honor to host one of such renown. I've heard the General's a connoisseur and collector of armor.
This is true, and they call you a master of the craft.
All too kind, sir. Truly. I'm just...
I need a suit of armor. Heavy. Able to withstand piercing projectiles.
Piercing projectiles? Oh, bolts, you mean? That ain't easy. Needs a special alloy, tempering.
The new tools. We can do it. Stoke the fire, I'll ready the rest.
Bold, your worker. You allow her much.
You know how it is, General. Good help's hard to come by. We should go outside. There's business to discuss.
It's always the same. I've had enough.
Enough?
They treat me like I'm nobody. The menial labour. Truth is, the Nilfgaardian, the one Fergus is kissing up to, I'll have to craft his armour. Yours too, for that matter.
So what's Fergus do?
Horseshoes, nails, not much else he can do, seeing as he cocks up simple bungs. But in the end, they call him Master. No one'd ever think I could be a skilled armourer, a human and a woman to boot. A dwarven blacksmith, that's another story.
If that's the case, stand your ground. Don't let him treat you like this.
I won't. Not anymore. He can craft the Nilfgaardian's armour himself. I'll make another suit, and we'll see which one's better. I need but one thing I can't get on my own. Would you help me?
Depends what it is.
To finish the armour, I'll need to harden it, quench it in a bath. Oil's what we usually use, but I want to use acid.
Kicky Moors and Archgriffins spit acid.
Archgriffins? Draconic griffins, you mean? Baron's men came by a few days back, said they'd seen one north of Crow's Perch. It had killed some folk out there.
Bound to be a notice posted for the Griffin anyway. Could kill two beasts with one stone. Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Bring me the acid and I'll prove I'm better than Fergus. And I'll craft armour for you, lots of it. The kind no other armourer can.
ought to just destroy it. Griffin feather. Must have lost it when taking off. Hopefully its nest is nearby.
Oh.
Trade keeps the hunger at bay.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought home a bucket of peelings yesterday for the feast.
Lifeless, move it! I can't see that's one rat. I think the smudge.
Used to be one. On market days, loaded with all.
You're back. So, got the acid?
Mm-hmm. Use it carefully. It's about as caustic as things come.
I know. It's burned many a man where I come from. Armour's ready. Now for the last touch. We'll soon see who's better, Fergus or me. Geralt, it's done.
Looks very professional.
Welcome, General. Armor's all ready. Came out splendid, if I do say so myself.
Rather coarse. I trust the appearance does not reflect the quality.
General, I've also made a suit, if you please.
What is the meaning of this?
Exactly what it looks like. Joanna crafted a suit of armor for you, General, to prove she's the superior armorer.
For God's sake, Joanna, what do you think you're doing?
Temeria remains a wild land, it seems. Insubordination of this kind is not something we Nilfgaardians allow.
If I may, General, I am Fergus's subordinate in appearance alone. It's what we agreed, as few would ever believe a woman to be a better armorer than a dwarf.
You are right. I, for one, do not think it possible. But you are confident in your abilities. Let us put them to the test. Not on dummies, in live combat.
Oh, quite a crowd.
You there, put on this armor.
I'm just here to show me yours.
Mine is not a request.
General, I crafted this armor for a man. It can't fit me properly.
Then find another to wear it.
Geralt, will you help?
Fine. Hope I won't regret this.
Don your armor, both. I will await outside.
Bloody hell.
Ye seek
I just
trouble?
came here to show me
Don't.
yours.
It'll find you.
Get out of my sight.
Armor that stops bullets. Compensate the man. Now, let us see what this other suit is.
So many was trying to grip me.
It matter where the gun's from, as long as the bow was full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet.
Gonna live?
Aye, but this armor's rubbish.
Stand. I wish to see the armor.
Not even a dent.
I am not easily impressed, but I must admit you have succeeded, my dear. Where to, dwarf? You must hear this. The forge is now Miss Joanna's. She will also assume all Nilfgaardian army requisitions. Is that clear?
Aye, as day.
Your pay for the armor. I will send a man to collect it.
I'll be going too, methinks. Just get my things.
Wait. We needn't part ways, Fergus. You've been a good helper. We could go on that way. But without the lie.
We did make quite the pair.
Well then, go stoke the fire. We've got a customer. He needs armour fit for a witcher. You weren't certain the armour would protect you. Admit it.
Master craftsmanship's something I trust in, something I strive for myself. Wouldn't have asked for legendary tools from Undvik and Archgriffin Acid if you didn't know what you were doing.
Thank you for trusting me. Give us a few days and your armour will be ready. Come on, let me help you get out of that.
Buff bows have brought us rain.
Geralt, good of you to come by.
My armor coming along all right?
Almost there, but I need a little more
Right, got it.
Geralt, good of you to...
My armor coming along all right?
Almost there, but I need a little more time. I'd rather not deliver something unfinished or work...
Right, got it.
Rain.
Geralt, good...
My armor coming...
It's ready. I've reinforced the joints and bathed it in acid, as my clan's tradition demands.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
Oh, please. I'd not be here if it weren't for you. It's a gift, in thanks for what you did. Take it, and may it serve you well.
Thanks. And you take care.
Geralt!
What are you selling? What's... Need some armor made. Witcher's armor. Take care now.
Move on.
Must be mad. The eternal fire protects us. Which sure comes in handy at times.
The grey one again.
Don't be swinging off its hinges all day.
Geralt, I've got a problem. Can we talk? Yes, Geralt?
feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Maybe we should talk about something else.
Gladly. I was about to ask the same.
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help, too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
What did you want to talk about?
I got a strange message. I don't quite know what to think.
Who was it from?
Ingrid Vegelbud's servant. Apparently, Lady Vegelbud's prepared to donate a tidy sum. She wants to help mages escape from Novigrad.
Guessing this wouldn't be a selfless act of charity.
You guess right. And that's my problem. Vegelbud needs a favor from me. No details in the letter, unfortunately. I'm supposed to meet the servant at the fish market. Says he needs to explain everything face to face, but these days I can't be sure meeting him's a good idea.
What are you afraid of exactly?
That it's a trap. On the one hand, it's an opportunity I can't afford to let slip. We need the coin. On the other...
Nobody expects you to risk your life.
I expect that of myself. The thing is, it used to be easier. When I didn't know what it's like to be tortured, what it's like to hear the screams of others and be unable to do anything.
You could have escaped at any time.
I know, but I was still terrified. What if they fetter me in real Dimeridian? You won't always be there to help.
Don't like this at all, but you seem determined. Not about to let you deal with it alone.
Thank you.
The servant. How are you supposed to contact him?
Said I'd recognize him. He'll be in a blue tunic, have a load of keys strapped to his belt. I'm supposed to ask him about the price for his trout.
Whose idea you think this was? The servants or Vegelbud's?
My bet's on Ingrid. High-born damsels have a lot more time than their servants to read adventure novels.
Think it'll be better if I talk to the mystery man in the blue tunic.
He's expecting to meet me.
You just wait nearby. I'll make sure that note didn't come from the witch hunters. Then you come in.
Fine. Let's meet there.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an oneiromancer, and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Yes, Geralt?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help, too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
Feel all right?
So. Why do you ask?
Maybe we should talk about something else.
Gladly. I was about to ask the same.
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help, too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
So long, Triss.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an oneiromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Yes, Geralt?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get caught. With
So long, Triss.
God, the Reaper's company.
Whoa!
Ah!
Lots of blue jerkins. Interesting.
Ooh!
I say, raining again.
What do you seek, pain giver?
Long live Geralt of Rivia, our savior!
I say.
Yeah?
Know where I can get the best price on trout?
Perhaps. But it wasn't you I was to meet, sir.
Want to talk to the letter's recipient, I gotta be present.
Caution would advise.
Caution's advising you not to argue right now. Trust me.
Seems I've got no choice. Come with me.
Oh!
This way. It's not far.
Raining again.
Get him! Help me! Thank you. Let's go.
Hey now!
What did they want from you?
I've no clue. First time I've laid eyes on them. Maybe... Well, recently someone's been trying to question our messengers about the young Count. Hold on. Where's Miss Marigold? You was to come alone, miss.
If not for him, that trio would have dragged you in for questioning. The tall one was Valdo Murris, works for the witch hunters.
Aye, you're surely right, miss. It just weren't what I expected, since Lady Vagelbud...
Now that we're past the initial courtesies, maybe you can tell us who you are.
Lady Vagelbud's valet. I meant you no offence, sir.
Why wouldn't Lady Vagelbud meet with me personally?
She was afraid they'd follow her. Been a nervous wreck of late.
So what's this about? Be straight.
Lady Vagelbud's son. He's the problem. Master Albert's taken an interest in alchemy. Temple guards gotten wind.
Wouldn't worry about the guard, but since the mage hunters tried to grab you, I'd say Albert's in serious trouble.
Aye. Lady Vagelbud bought off the guardsmen, but since the hunters pay for every mage revealed to them...
Guardsmen took a bribe from the frightened family, and whispered a word to the hunters anyway. How'd Ingrid Vagelbud know to contact Triss? That Triss was the right person?
We learned Miss Marigold had helped Myra Base disappear once the witch hunters were onto her. Myra provided Lady Ingrid with magical assistance on a few occasions with Milady's... afflictions.
Makes sense. Myra mentioned treating a highborn lady to me once.
Seems Albert needs to disappear as soon as possible.
I can arrange that. Think young Vagelbud can slip out of the house unnoticed?
Tain't that simple, sadly. Master Albert's in hiding at the Vagelbud's country estate. Lady Ingrid's got the notion she can get him out quietly. Wants to throw a lavish masquerade ball.
Am I supposed to attend? Help him escape?
Aye, we'll not manage without you, miss. Lady Vagelbud fears the Alps being watched.
It's a good idea. A boisterous bash. That'll distract the hunters.
Especially if even half of what I've heard about the Vagelbud's balls is true. Word is, at the last one they served 100 different desserts, and the fireworks boomed from dusk till dawn.
What with the war and all, Milady's ordained but 85 desserts this time. Won't be no candied petals of blue roses from Nazaire. The roses have become dreadfully hard to come by.
Oh, I'd love to see it all.
Expect any trouble during the ball?
Hardest part will be to keep Master Albert's departure a secret from his grandmother.
Is that necessary?
Lady Patricia's a fervent believer of the eternal fire. Knows naught about Albert's interests in alchemy. Luckily, the elder Lady Vagelbud's a rare visitor to the country residence.
Truly an atypical family.
I'm not one to judge, sir.
Hope we won't have to stay till the end.
You're coming with me?
Of course I am. Not about to send you into what could prove to be the lion's den by yourself. Think about it. 85 desserts, while you're still trying to keep your waist at 22 inches.
Geralt, please. How do we get to the residence?
Your invitation. Take it. Guard at the gate will have instructions for you.
You're to wear a fox mask, all right? Good luck to you.
Think we can head there now?
You're kidding, right? We have to prepare. Change clothes, most importantly, buy our masks. I bet you can get everything we need for the ball at Eliel's shop. You know it?
Been there before. Eliel's a friend of Dandelion's. Just masks, right? Probably don't need to wear a doublet, do I?
A doublet, Geralt. And it's not up for discussion. Take care of that, then come and see me.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I...
Wouldn't mind a few
butchering round here. No lollygagging.
Come on, come closer.
Made yourself at home. Track mudded all over me floors.
Maybe she'll finally move in with him. High time.
Oh my. Certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublets chafing my armpits, and it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Fine.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
How could he? With that scrawny harlot!
Come now, don't cry. After all, he's
Hello.
not the only man in the world.
No use pretending you don't know.
Radovid's not a whit.
Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the great dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common...
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. A decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the passive floor. Come back!
What a jackass.
I'm done with you!
Radovid's not a whit better than Anir. Might even be worse.
I'm a Kraken!
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Who is that?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenthal. Tell you the story later. Oh, let's look around.
It's everywhere.
Listen, darling. I wish to go chat with someone, but some...
Then go.
Don't be brash.
Looking for me, sir.
Then stay. Ah, another challenger. Please join us. Sir Devenant just vacated his place at the table. It's rather unlikely he'll be back.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from hurting himself. So, shall we play? First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cré. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Let's do it.
One more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Your next opponent, Count Gomo Sealing. In his day, his father lost the family estate in the Nimnar Valley. Seems Gomo has followed in his footsteps. Yet do not underestimate him. Desperate men can be dangerous.
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood to win. So, your next opponent, in his... Yet...
Let's do it.
Now you must win. You're next in his day, yet...
Let's do it.
So, one more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Sir Marius Florin. They say he never loses thanks to his Zugelbone admiral.
Not in the mood.
invest in rubies.
So, shall...
Sir Marius, they say...
Let's do it.
But what's it matter? Superstition and the frocked one through noble blood.
lovely lady clearly brings you luck, sir. Hold her. Never let her go.
Back again, Rivian Trap.
Gregor, have you seen Durgoff just moments ago? Oh, apologies. I mistook you for my friend, sir. He wears a similar mask.
General Voris.
Geralt of Rivia, so I was not entirely mistaken.
Pleasure, as always. This is...
A beautiful and mysterious lady. Let us leave the formalities to the event's end, when all will remove their masks. More fun that way, wouldn't you agree?
I would, sir.
And now I must beg your pardon. I really must find Durgoff, and quickly. A lovely evening to you both.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard banners from the city walls.
Darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
Funny work here.
Excuse me a moment. Miss?
Yes, it's me. The trout buyer?
Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private. Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man...
Like no one else.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks.
How did the guardsmen learn about your son's interests to begin with?
Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself is not the source, merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way. Like his father, a kind man but a dimwit, devoured by an Arrakis. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah, must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby, a safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret, it won't be long.
Is your son ready to go? We'll have to act quickly.
Yes, I've seen to everything. Where will you take him?
You're better off not knowing any details. He'll be safe, I promise.
But...
Please, trust me. It's not the first time I've done this.
I know. Thank you.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
The threatening stride, the gaze on Sophia's killer. Mock a witcher just once, and your gut he could hear.
Sound him off.
Get
Stuck him right in the bottom. Well
tunnel, Jeff. I'm not just some old shot. I'm a character.
Tolerance and superstition.
There's a laundry in Far Corners, did you know? Bagel bugs alone maintain a certain standard in the garden. Like so
And there's myself. But our hunting hounds are simply the best.
I do see
Nothing. I let out the way inside naturally, and it merely singed my eyebrows. Alchemy can be a dangerous sport.
Oh my! The Major.
Yes?
Nice mask.
Rawr.
Albert Vegelbud.
No. I'm a Black Panther. Rawr.
Oh my! Count!
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
Yes, when can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier.
This late dog. I wish to go shopping.
All of us in a white wine.
There you go.
Alone. That's so hard.
Breathe.
I'm a kraken!
Care to sit down for a spell? Relieved to get that mask off, if only for a little. Great view from here, and there's even wine. It's been so long since I've been to a feast, ball, or reception. Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
So, does this mean it's a good time to ask you about...
Yes?
About that mage we met earlier?
Oh, Maritz. What do you want to know?
How'd you meet?
Geralt, all mages know each other. Some are well over a century old. That's plenty of time to make acquaintances.
In that case, when did you meet him?
At a feast, long ago. He walked up and just blatantly offered to teleport us somewhere quieter.
You turn him down?
Is that what you think? He actually pursued me for a while afterwards.
Got the impression he doesn't exactly like you.
I just think he'd love to have me as his charge, rather than his leader.
See, but you're the one organizing the mage's escape from Novigrad.
Sometimes I have no idea how I actually managed to bring them all together.
You're a charismatic leader, simple as that.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Next thing you know, they'll be calling you Iron Marigold. Could even wear an eye patch and it'd look right.
For a moment there, I thought you were being sincere.
Of course I'm being sincere. Look at me. Didn't blush a bit. Someone's coming.
Is it Albert?
No, just some lost guest. Shh.
Must be looking for his beloved. Like in that elven tale about the frog and the lark. Inchu, inchu, beag broga. inch by inch little frog.
Shh, let's go.
Oh. I sure hope the other guests don't get drunk as quickly as I did.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Oh, no. I plan to have a good look at this famous maze of theirs first. I hear the statues there are entirely...
Entirely what?
nude. Come on, Geralt.
Triss,
Geralt. Coming? Geralt, coming? Well.
Careful.
Miss Marigold, at last! So sorry we are forced to meet under such incredibly inopportune circumstances.
You can say that again.
But I'm sure we'll make up for it another time. I absolutely must show you my alchemical formulae.
Anyone follow you?
I don't believe so.
Just in case, you two switch masks. We'll go first. Geralt will follow right after.
Saddled horses await in the stables.
Good. Meet you there.
Albert! You promised to show me all about Albert! There you are, my love! Here you are. So, about this private showing.
Under any other circumstances, I'd give you the full Monty.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Albert Vegelbud.
Please, step away, miss.
The ability's not towards young Count. Try anything, and you will get bruised.
Doubt it.
Come on! That's it! All together! Get done! You're fucking dead, prick. Get him from the land! The fire, that's your How do you kick these to a pulp? Yeah. Yeah.
See? Attack from the left! Come on!
Oh, I've begun to worry.
Ran into some trouble.
Hunters? Will they come here?
No, we've got some time. But please send someone to the garden. Needs a little tidying.
I shall see to it. And you must hurry.
Everything set?
Yes. Got your swords back from the guard. And Ingrid gave me the coin. It's more than I expected. Stunningly more, frankly.
Glad I could help you collect it. You'll find a good use for it.
What happened at the fountain? It was my fault, I know. The wine went straight to my head. I'm sorry.
Triss, don't apologize.
Miss Marigold.
We need to go.
I know. Be careful.